evening. It is Thursday the 1st of Feb, so happy February. It's the first vlog of February, and I just thought I would give you an update that I have an inking commission. My Joy of Indie big January stock clearance sale is still ongoing. It'll be closed by the time this vlog goes up though, so I don't know why I'm mentioning it, but it is the 1st and it closes on the 3rd. I've done quite well actually. I've sold, I think I've had, where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had 8 orders so far, which is not too bad. I'm not unhappy with that. I think that's amazing considering it's January. A lot of people are doing no spend January. A lot of people are just not wanting to spend too much because they've just had Christmas and all of that sort of stuff. So I wasn't expecting tons, and I'm really grateful for those 9 orders. And they're all packaged up and gone out the door already. So they're all with, well, hopefully should be with you. If you watch this and you've ordered from me, they should be with you, and I hope you enjoy them. Please let me know if anything's wrong. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think it's gone really well. I'm actually as I'm filming this clip, I'm 1 order away from 100 on my website, which is amazing as well. I've been promoting to try and get that last sale, but I have not been successful so far, so we shall see if anyone does another sale. But one of those sales, which actually wasn't in the sale, so I think it's coincidental that I received it during the online market, but it was for an inking, an A4 inking of 2 dogs. Unfortunately, the day that she commissioned me, this is actually going to Texas in America, the day that she commissioned me, the dogs were actually about to be put down, she informed me, so she wanted a bit of a push on getting these as quick as possible to help the person grieve that she was gifting it to. So I have a bit of a rush on to get this done as quick as possible. The reference photos were a bit difficult. They're kind of quite far away, and because they are both black Labradors, it was very difficult to come up with the photo and the composition, etc. But I managed to mock together this kind of composition, which I think works really well. I think it's going to look really nice. I sharpened it all up so that I could get some of the fur texture in there, and I think it's going to look really nice. So I've already sketched that out. I'm just going to use my iPad to take a photo and make sure all the eyes are in the right place, right size, etc., which is always a helpful step. And then I'm going to get to inking. I'm not going to film it or anything. You'll see the odd clip here and there in this vlog perhaps, but I'm just going to get on with it. Sometimes when I've got time crunches like around Christmas, etc., it's actually more of a hassle and a hindrance to film them. But if anyone watching here does order and you want me to film it for a video, do mention that, because I will make an effort to do that, unless you give me a tiny deadline. Then I probably can't. But yeah, so that is going to be my evening, is doing that. I did paint a couple more animals in my cats and dogs series today. I painted some before work and I painted some at lunchtime, so that's kind of progressing, not as quick as I'd like it to, but it's proving harder than I thought it would to paint these dogs and get the characters in there, which is something I didn't encounter when I was painting the mushrooms, so a bit different for me, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. So I'm going to get on with this inking tonight, and probably tomorrow night as well. If I can get a bit of the paintings done before work and at lunchtime as well, I'll try that. And then this weekend we're actually going down to Natalie's family's because we got her mum tickets to go and see Abba Voyage in London, so we will be doing that on the Sunday, and then travelling back on Monday. We do have Monday off work, but we'll be travelling for most of it, but I'm hoping when I get back, if it's at a reasonable time, I can get some more artwork done, either some more of this inking or some more of the cats and dogs. But it's basically revolving all around that at the moment. But my scroll box came yesterday. I opened it, but I'm not going to have a chance to do it for tomorrow's video. So tomorrow's video is an order packing video, just a relaxing one, probably not something many people will want to watch, but it's all I could have the time to do, unfortunately. But maybe I'm going to push Monday's video to maybe Tuesday, and maybe we'll get the scroll box done then, and if not, it may have to be some other video that I can scratch together real quick, I'm afraid. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm going to get on with this inking because I'm procrastinating by being on this vlog and I'm waffling. So I'm going to get on with it, and hopefully I'll check in with you before the weekend. But if I don't, I'll check in with you after and let you know what Abba Voyage was like. morning. It's the 13th, it's Tuesday. I am working from home today. I usually go into the office on a Tuesday, but I am shattered, so I decided to work from home again today. We had our market at the weekend. It was our first market with Little Bird Markets, and it was in Wetherby, so it was our first location there, and it was our first time vending with Little Bird Markets as well. Unfortunately, that's the only one I can do for the first half of the year. We are just filled up with other markets, which is a good thing, I guess, but we thought we would give it a go, since our usual Kirkstall Abbey market's now only doing 3 a year rather than the once a month that they did the last couple of years. So we have decided to start branching out and just trying different markets and events, and seeing what they're like, seeing what's good, what's not good, what we would do consistently and what we wouldn't. So it's just a bit of an experiment at the moment. This was a bit of a tricky one. So it's our first in-person market of the year. It was in Wetherby, which is a bit of a more posher area, let's say. It's a very quaint little area in the north of Leeds. It's very lovely. I've always been a big fan of Wetherby, and it was a very tight setup area. I didn't film any of it. We were on the couple of days beforehand. We were up till very late every night. The Saturday night before it, because this was on a Sunday, we were up till 2 a.m. and we had to get up at 6 a.m. So we were shattered, but I didn't film any of it because we were just getting on with it. The market was a bit hectic. It was in a very small street in front of the town hall, and it's kind of like a little bit of a half circle kind of street that went onto a main road. So as you can imagine, they're trying to get people in at certain times. We had a time slot to arrive by. You then had to be let on. You had to unpack your car as quick as possible. Then you had to leave. You had to leave and take your car to a parking area. Then you had to come back, set up as quick as possible. Oh, excuse me. I think we only had about an hour to set up in the end, but I don't think we've ever set up as quick as we have, so maybe having those time restraints was a good thing. And we also, the night before, I did set up like my grid system, everything like that was all ready to go, so when we got out it was just unloading and clipping it all together rather than having to build the grids square by square from scratch. So that was a big help doing that, so I probably will do that from now on. But it was a bit of a difficult one because, one, we were new there, you know, the locals didn't know us quite as much. At Kirkstall Abbey, we have a few local regulars that always come and buy from us, whereas here we didn't have any of that. There were also a lot of vendors who attend the Wetherby markets religiously, so they were obviously very well known. People would buy from them rather than us, so that's obviously a contender. It's funny because the market, once we'd set up, I'll put a picture up here, once we set up was actually probably one of our best markets setups I've ever seen us do. It was beautiful. I thought it was really well laid out. It wasn't too cluttered, but it was just full enough to make it not look sparse. Everything was on display. I don't know. It was a weird one, and I think we'd only had one paycheck since Christmas, and obviously that was after what feels like the longest month of the year of January. So I just don't know if there were many people out to buy, let's say. When we were speaking to the other vendors, they were saying that Wetherby before Christmas was amazing, and I did think in my head, around Christmas is always going to be amazing. There's always going to be people buying around Christmas. So I think the fact that it was so close after Christmas, people were probably still not really trying to spend or to save, or I don't really know. And it was the weekend just before the school holidays for kids in our area, so I don't know if parents were saving up money to have a week off with their children. I'm not really sure. It felt like it was going well. I made quite a few sales. This is how I track it. It's a very handy thing to do so that you can tally up your tally, which I'm not going to lie, never actually matches the cash and the card payment amount, but it's very good to see what you've sold and what you might need to restock, etc. I do highly recommend. But it felt like we were ticking things off the tally, and we sold a lot, but it was all of the small ticket items. We didn't sell any of our bigger items like coasters or framed prints, and I think that's what damaged us. We sold a lot of the small items at this market. I mean, in the end, we sold, once I tallied it up, £78.50 worth, but minusing off the £30 stall cost, we only made £48, so it's probably one of our more dire markets we've ever done, but it was only one day. The Kirkstall Abbey markets were always 2-day markets, so it's kind of hard to compare it, but I mean, I'm not unhappy with it, but I definitely had higher expectations, and I will definitely have to try Weatherby again, maybe a bit later on in the year when I can. But for now, I mean, it is what it is. But, so that's my update for the market, and that's why there's a big gap between the last thing I filmed and now, because I did start filming all of our processes of making stuff, but honestly, we'd find new things every time we'd complete something that we really needed to get on with. So, and like I say, we stayed up till 2 a.m. the night before the market, and then we were up at 6, so we were shattered. I'm still tired now. We're struggling to get back into a good sleeping routine with Mabel and stuff, so it's been a bit tiring. But an update, and I'm only going to show you a sneak peek because obviously the videos are still coming out, and I will be doing a long feature length YouTube video for this. But I finished my dog. I'm gonna flip it in, and you'll see it for a brief second. I finished my cats and dogs painting. Whoop! Oh, that was brief. Let me go again. There you go. You can probably pause that and see it. I'm gonna move it out of the way because Freddie's on his way over. But I finished that last night. So it's all systems go to get all the products ordered, because my initial launch date was going to be the 1st. We have the pins made. I think I showed those, didn't I? We have all the pins made, so they were probably the thing that was going to take the longest. However, I'm not 100% sure. There's some new products in there that I really want to try. So we're still aiming for the 1st of March. Hello, Mabel. Hello, Freddie. Oh. That was a nice gentle interaction. Okay, keep your big paws away. Yeah, so we're still aiming for the 1st of March, but we will have to just see how long everything takes to come. But I do need to get it all done and ordered as soon as possible. So it's going to be, this week after work is going to be very much cleaning up my artwork, arranging it into all the different products and how I want them all, and sending off for it all. So you'll see that in the next vlog. But for now, I am going to end this because it's been quite a long time in between vlog footage, and I think we should probably start afresh and start anew. So I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end here and listened to all my rambles, I hope to see you in the next vlog. If you did enjoy and you're new here, please hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of my uploads, hit the notification bell as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog, won't we, children?